are definitely coming up with lot many digital, the digital is the future. When you talk about digital India, then definitely fintech industries have to be digital savvy. So a view about the customer that, how basically the kind of customers that we serve, and do we know that, how ready are we in terms of digitization? That is really a ask that we probably internally, do sort of internal jargons and do a lot of discussions in terms of are we ready to take up or the customers, awareness in terms of customer centricity when you talk about customer 360 degree single view of a customer. So we at Bajaj Capital definitely have taken an internal landmark where we realized that we want to be ISO 27001 certified. But what is the take on it? Are we really ready for it or not? So that is, as a awareness within IT, it is not about IT security, it's about enterprise level security. The employees, whether we are always talking about external threats, what are the fillers that we do for internal threats also. So that awareness we do from time to time, do some kind of do's and don'ts and try to embark that unless we don't have an awareness inside the organization, I think ISO 27000 going about it as a certification will just be a mandate. It's how consistent we are in terms of leveraging these certifications and then imbibing as a adoption and cultural change management within the organization. That is one area. Then transformation, definitely this is a year of progeny or a year of transformation for us because as a Bajaj Capital, we are dealing with lot many asset classes. When you talk about insurance, so we are highly regulated by IRDA. We talk about mutual funds, SEBI guidelines. When you talk about other NBFCs, so we are regulated by, you can say that RBI guidelines. So anytime we have to be ready, one set of rules and regulation does not work out with other asset class. So I think so it's a high time where the government, I have a special stake on the government that we take a collective approach towards this demonetization where, a convergence at the, you can say at the regulator levels, they have some kind of an interoperability, a common kind of guidelines which comes up and probably which we can leverage. That is one. A smartness in terms of, what our customers are. We are talking about digital India. Definitely, people are getting ready. Adoption is there. But I would see that, with this, not only the young classes, but even I talk about from a day-to-day routine, today morning what I was talking about, my own maids in my house, they were just talking that they need, by the end of the month, they need their salaries. But, those are the days after 8th of November, when you were not able to take out money, 2,000 was the daily limit. And they wanted everything in, basically in cash. So, what the kind of mobile phones they were carrying, they were saying that can we, that the person is unaware that she has an awareness to see how she can see the clock timings. Apart from that, she is not ready. She does not have an awareness because she comes from rural and now she's in urban center from last 10 years looking after her family. This awareness made her go in for her studies at night school. She upgraded herself. Not only she understood how the Paytm works, today, even in her, other rural areas, she's telling that how, the Paytm, keeps on. And every Saturday, Sunday when I'm home, she sits with me after her work, half an hour, understanding how are we getting ready. So that is, that is a change which probably this government or the kind of readiness from digital economy that, we are getting from in the rural masses. Apart from that, one more constructive idea, what I would rather say that, today morning only we heard that, the Paytm kind of thing, where we heard that the securities of the, the mobile numbers were compromised. It was saying that in UP, I was driving on the way for this conference when I heard on the FM that, it was a news that the girls who go to get their recharge of the wallets done, probably because of the barcode, their numbers gets flashed on the screen and there are the normal merchants, what they do, they copy the number and the data is being leaked out, and it becomes challenging for the girls. They're getting calls at night because they're compromised on the security. The numbers are getting flashed. So they're saying, what next? Do we speak to these Paytm companies, or we do speak to the mobile wallets where either the securities, either they can get or done it online, or the recharging can be done by their family members, or they have to wrap around their face and cover themselves and get their identity checked. No, I don't think so. India is like, the digitization is all about, putting a cross behind the curtains and all. I think so the readiness is in terms of, rather than doing competitive business, we should have a collective approach which is at the best for the consumer and the customer, which will give an ease of convenience. So it's high time that we collaborate with the regulators and we give them a common feedback that we can have a collective responsibility towards the general public, that the convenience of these apps should, and an awareness should be given at a very, very easy mandate kind of a thing. And I think so we should be ready and geared up for that.